Hello, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to talk a little bit about presence sensors, yes? And the ones with the radar sensor, made out of a simple ESP32, yes? And the sensor itself. So this is very typical of how you would make them at home with some DuPont cables, and that's it. It can be used like this, no problem. That's the way I have been using it until now, and I have to say it's really reliable. So the sensor is from Highlink, I hope I pronounced that right, and it's the model number 2410C, I guess, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, good. So this one, everybody knows it, it's easy to make. But what happens if we also want to add a light sensor? Yeah, that's also easy. The same, you have the headers, another 3, 4, 5 cables. 4 is enough, yeah. And you can connect the light sensor also to the ESP, and that's also fine. But what if I told you that we have an easy way to do this? And the easy way is this little PCB that I'm gonna show you today. Yes, this is something I designed myself, so it's not really a big deal. With this little board we can make our combined sensor look like this. Yeah, so now we have something more compact. Yeah, now this wire here, I will tell you about it later. Don't worry, if you want to make this, you will not have this wire. Good. So this is really compact. It's much nicer than with all the cables, but I want to try and make it even more thinner, let's say so, but with a little bit of downside, because in this way, yes, we can take down the ESP and change it if there is any problem. And on the way I'm going today is gonna remove this functionality, because I wanna mount the ESP straight on the board. Yeah, I mean, it will still be, I think I will still leave this distance here, which is these black plastics, for two reasons. One, still to have a little bit of heat dissipation between the two boards, and also that we have to come from this side with the headers, and we have to solder them here. So a little bit of distance between the two, I think, is still necessary. I measured with the thermal camera, and it reads somewhere of almost 60 degrees Celsius here on this chip, and also here on this little voltage regulator. So yeah, we will compare them both at the end. Okay, so let's see if it makes any difference on the overall temperature. Yeah, even like this we have the spaces here, and for the radar sensor we need to leave a little bit of space on this side, because it has some components. Yeah, so we have components on the back side of the PCB also, not only on the front. Let me try to focus on this. Sorry if it was bad until now. So yeah, this is what we have to do. I will disconnect this now, because all the connections will be made with the help of the PCB. And actually this one is already flashed, but I mean, I could use it because I said I want to leave some space anyway. Good. So we will have the PCB here, and it has a writing here which says which side is to the PCB. Let me try and lock the focus on there. And yeah, it will be pretty straightforward. So I think this gap between the two is fine. Good. Let's take it down and figure out a way how to connect the sensors. So first, let's put on the sensors. Okay, so just a little bit of flux to fix the first pin. I will clean the tip a little bit. And let's see, let me get a little bit of wire. Are we still straight? Yeah, looks like it. Let's get a little bit of solder here. Okay, so it looks straight, yeah, it's okay. So let's now solder all the pins. Let's put the other sensor now. And actually here we have to solder the headers first. Alright, one thing I didn't mention is this little, actually it's a place for an SMD resistor, but here you can make a solder bridge between the two. This will pull the address pin to high, and then it will change the address of the light sensor. If you, I don't know, wanna connect another one besides that, or another sensor using the same protocol. So I will try to cut these things down now, and they will fly in all directions. So be sure you take care. And actually I don't like it, so I will use this one. Will it damage it? Hopefully not. Alright, so a little bit of alcohol. I will just take a little bit. Good, really nice. And let's now connect the ESP. And now the part that you will not have to do. I have to do it because I made a mistake when designing the PCB. I used auto routing for the traces, and I didn't pay attention for a connection to the 3.3. So I connected it, the 3.3 from here to the address select and here, but we don't have it supplied from the MCU. So this only I will make, you will not have to make it, because in the file that I will upload, it's already been taken care of. So let me just do this. Alright guys, so here it is. Yeah, I think it's quite a difference between these two. Yeah, and for sure I like this version better. It's more compact. Well, anyway, this one is not a problem because I have more PCBs like this. I think I ordered 10, and of course all with the same flaw. But don't worry, yours will not have it. So if you download the file, it will be already corrected. And this is just a little something that I would also like to contribute to this community, because it helped me a lot. I will leave the download link for the Gerber file in the description. Also, the code I used is from this guy in Bulgaria. I will leave his Peyansky or Kirill. I'm not sure if I pronounce this right, but you can watch his video for seeing how to flash and how actually how to flash the sensor. Yeah, so go ahead and watch his video, and also he will have the link to his GitHub, and you can download the code. Okay, so right now let's put power on both of them and see if they are working. Alright, so we have the two sensors here. Yeah, both are working fine. So I just use them now of two phone chargers. Yeah, both are working. And here we have them in ESP Home and Home Assistant. And let's see this one. So you can see the lux value. If I put my hand on it, it goes to 0. Yes. And the other one will do the same. The only thing is here the refresh rate is 30 seconds. So that's the only difference. But the light will go, of course, to 0. And from this on, you can set up your sensor to the levels you need, so the distance of detection and so on. It's really easy. Yeah, so see now this one went to 0 also because I have my hand on it. So I will lift it, and after 30 seconds we should read about the same luminance on both sensors. Let's put them next to each other to see if actually we read the same value. And that's pretty much about it. I just want to take a quick look under the thermal camera. So they have been running now for a few minutes. So here is the schematic of the little board, but don't worry, you have all the pinouts here on the corners. Hopefully you can see them. Yeah, also for the light sensor and also for the radar sensor. So it's pretty easy to set up, and actually these are the pins already default in ESP Home, so not really much you need to change, only the refresh rate and of course the name that you need. Alright, so I will try to do this quickly because my time is running out on the phone. So here the maximum temperature, and this is the larger one, the one with the bigger gap, it's 60. And let's go to the one that it's more compact. Yes, and here we read 64. So there is a little bit of difference between the two sensors. But yeah, this is it. Actually, maybe 3 degrees Celsius. As far as on the ESP side is the same. So we have 58, 59 on the voltage regulator, and on the more compact version, let's see, 64. Here 61. So it's about the same, 2 or 3 degrees more on the one that is more compact. And I think somehow this is to be expected, because the airflow here, it's really small between the two, and here, yeah, we have this big gap between the two PCBs. So it's up to you which version you want to build. You have both options, but anyway, these 60s, I don't know, because you can touch it. It will not burn your hand. Same here. So I think you remove heat really fast from this little chip when you touch it, and this is why you don't really feel that it's 60 degrees. Same here on the voltage regulator. Yeah. So this is it, guys, for today. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah, see you on the next one. Bye bye.